Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Destiny 2. Back talking about the Witch Queen. Today I want to talk about 7 things that you can do in the Witch Queen because this update is massive. There is so much stuff to look forward to and lots of kind of cool stuff to get involved in. And in this video, I want to run through some of the stuff you will be turning your attention to or should be turning your attention to if you're diving into Witch Queen. So if you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys have been up to in-game. What are you pursuing right now? What have you got? What's your latest loot? Where's your gear score at? And of course, don't forget to keep it locked for plenty more. Also want to give a massive shout out to Bungie for very kindly sponsoring this video, but let's get started. First things first, turn your attention to the legendary campaign. Of course, if you completed the normal campaign, then you should be sitting at around 1500 gear score at the end of it. But if you then want to go through and you want to give yourself a challenge, but you also want to have a chance to boost your gear score, then returning to the campaign and doing legendary missions will not only net you an additional 20 gear score if you complete it, but you will also get upgrade modules. There will be additional chests in each of the sub-boss encounters during missions, and you can also get exotic armor for your class at the end of the campaign. You can run legendary campaigns whenever you want. They can also be done afterwards, so if you just want to play through, finish the story, do some of the cool stuff, and then return later on, you can, but any missions completed add to your total of legendary missions. So, number 1, do your legendary campaign. Moving on from there to number 2, mess around with the GLAIVE. This is a fantastic new weapon. Honestly, I've said this before, your boy loves new weapon types. This one has a lot of fun things you can do. You will obtain the GLAIVE simply by playing through the campaign. You get it early on, so you don't need to go hunting for it. It will be presented to you, and rightfully so. It's awesome. You should definitely experience it. Of course, it's a weapon that you can use both close up, in melee. You can also use it at range to shoot powerful projectiles, and you can even block with it. And some of the nuance when it comes to new weapons, some of the fun you can have, of course, is working out how to use it as optimally as possible. This is definitely something I want to use as much as I possibly can, so testing out the GLAIVE in some of the new encounters should definitely be a priority. Next up on your list, secure those new exotics. Of course, it wouldn't be a Destiny expansion without a whole host of exciting new exotic weapons, exotic gear, stuff to pursue. Honestly, we saw the trailer a while back. There are some fantastic looking weapons. I mean, there's a gun that literally shoots parasites, which is both equally disgusting and also hella awesome. Plenty of these, of course, are things that I still need to obtain, you still need to obtain, and of course they're going to be things that will form part of your post-campaign search, your post-campaign quest, so to speak. But one of the cool ones, of course, for us hunters out there, the Renewal Grasps. These are our arm exotics, and they basically turn the Stasis Hunter's Duskfield Grenade into a Titan bubble, which is kind of nuts. It gives you a much larger radius for the Duskfield grenades, and it nerfs any incoming damage for allies within its radius, which, I mean, listen, right? If I want to become a Titan and a Hunter at the same time, I feel like this is how it's going to happen, and that is simply scratching the surface. So turn your attention to those new exotics. Next on the list should be to grab the Grand Overture Catalyst quest from Banshee. Grand Overture is a new exotic which is part of the Season Pass and gives you a slug fire machine gun. As per usual, Banshee will have the Catalyst quest for you, so pick it up from him and head on your journey to get this awesome weapon. Speaking of weapons, of course, make sure you are taking the time to visit the Enclave to craft your guns. Weapon crafting, of course, is another new thing introduced in Witch Queen, allowing you to not only craft, but also optimize different aspects of your weapon. I mentioned this before, but it kind of adds a way to sort of refine the grind. You basically get a pattern, which allows you to craft a gun with specific perks, but not all of those perks are initially active. But then, of course, as you level those weapons up, you can reshape them to have better perks. So again, it's like a really nice sort of progression point of view and allows you to do things in a slightly less RNG heavy manner. And again, you can also find weapons in the wild where if you use them enough, you can also get the patterns to craft those on top. Additionally, of course, as another note, you should be leveling up your guns. Using guns allows you to level your attunement, which in turn maxes out your Deep Sigh Resonance, which allows you to unlock more perks and mods for your gear to use at the Enclave. So if you find a gun that you like that isn't quite perfect, level it up anyway, because then you can steal its perks for another gun. And then finally, make sure that you are running these PSIOPS Battlegrounds. Again, this is super cool. I kind of make this as like a comparison between like Psychonauts with guns, which is a hella crazy combination. But these are the new seasonal activity. They kind of feel like strikes, but at the end, you enter the boss's mind and you have to take out a Hive Guardian and an aspect of Savothun. They're a bunch of fun and they offer some great rewards at the end, so make sure you try these out. But for the time being, that's a little rundown on some of the stuff you should be getting up to in the Witch Queen. Again, let me know what you guys think of it down below. Let me know if you're having fun with it. And of course, make sure you stay tuned to the channel for more and check out this video if you haven't seen it already.